Hi, my name is Jeremy Crow, and in this video I'm going to reveal the true identity of the Holy Guardian Angel. Now, if you've been involved in any kind of occult studies, you probably heard this term used before, and most commonly it's used as a term that's synonymous with the higher self or the genius, something along those lines. But let's get rid of all those preconceptions and break it down to re-examine what it actually is. So Holy Guardian Angel is supposed to be an entity that you are not normally aware of, except under certain extreme situations. You may occasionally encounter the Holy Guardian Angel, and it's supposed to be protecting you from dangers unknown. So things that you may not even be aware of, you're being protected by the Holy Guardian Angel. Now, if we look at the psyche, and psychology is a modern form of occultism, and there's no sense denying that at this point. It uses a lot of different terms to discuss the same concepts that are used in various occult systems. So let's take a look at what function of your own psyche performs a similar function as the Holy Guardian Angel. Well, that would be the shadow. The shadow, the psychological shadow as described by Carl Gustav Jung, is an entity. You could call it an entity, a function of the psyche that takes experiences, memories, ideas, even concepts that you encounter but are currently unable to process. You don't have the emotional and or mental faculties to process it, and therefore it's a form of trauma. And the shadow is the function that keeps that from disturbing the conscious mind. So it suppresses it, it represses it, and prevents you from correlating different pieces of information that might lead you to certain very disturbing truths or realizations that can possibly damage the mind. It's very similar to what you would call Satan, which is the king of hell that keeps the damned souls from, in hell, keeps them down in the underworld. It's like a Hades or a Pluto type figure. And now the goal is to turn Satan, the adversary that's trying to keep this knowledge from us for our own safety, and turn that entity into Lucifer, which is a word meaning bringer of light, the one who's going to be initiating us into this knowledge that we normally keep suppressed. As an adult, we do have the mental and emotional faculties to deal with many of these suppressed truths or memories or aspects of ourselves that have been estranged and pushed down and denied in ourselves. If we can get the shadow to start teaching us what these are in a responsible and safe, gradual way, then you can say that the Holy Guardian Angel in most people is Satan, and for an initiate, it's Lucifer. Questions or comments, please feel free to add them down below. And if you want to find out more information about this, you can go to my website, jeremycrow.com. Thank you very much.